Yo, what's going on? Matty Day Trades here, back at it again with the weekly watch list. You guys know how I've been doing these as of recent. So, first one on the list is going to be chips, and Nvidia is really the guy I'm kind of pointing at. I think chips is going to be one of my biggest shorts into the new year. Um, saw this weekly trend. It's on the monthly as well. This is why I have a hard time playing breakout trades in this market. We saw a clean, nice break and just a nasty rejection back under trend here. We're coming up on now daily trend. When we had this major drop down, this was really our breakdown level. Reject, nice point, breaks out a little bit, nice rejection. Then we finally get that big rip. Now we're back under there. We've been chopping in price pretty good here, minus this breakout. If we get this daily downtrend breakout, we can get under 162.70. Our prior low at 157. Our next prior low, which 155.20 through 155.50 is a pretty good bounce spot. If that breaks down, Nvidia has gap down all the way down to 145. Not saying that happens, but I am looking for this thing to fall pretty nicely. Same thing with AMD. We played this good last week. Nice weekly breakdown. Nasty, say from here with these wicks, right? It's kind of wick, right? This 78, 79 area has been pretty nasty. We got under our prior low, and AMD's been leaking ever since. Honestly, PA super thin, straight up back here, straight down, straight up. So, I get the market fell pretty good, expecting bounces. Rejection spots 66.20 if broken. I'll look to short at 69.70. If somehow, some way, the prior low breaks down at 64.80, AMD can make a move down 63.10, 62, but there's a lot of chop there, so that's going to be the gist of it. The videos I'm really watching more though. McDonald's here has been on an absolute tear. Monthly, reversal possibly setting up here after a new all-time high. Didn't really get the continuation we wanted to see, so now I'm looking short. There's that 266.34 monthly low. You can clearly see we created a net. I'm sorry. You can see we clearly created a monster supply up here. Now we're really breaking down. I want to see McDonald's 261, 260 area. If broken down, McDonald's can really fall back into this demand here at 255, 256. So there's that prior low, right? McDonald's really has room down here. 266.70 is a great spot under 266.70. 260, 258. 256 and then into that big 255 demand there. But really this thing, from 234 straight to all-time high at 280, no real stopping. So this downside move can be pretty fast. I hate Apple, but it is in a super, super interesting spot here. Monthly is back in this major demand here. You can see these wicks kind of go crazy. Weekly, it's the same, kind of the same picture here as the daily as well, but like 132.60. All right, so let's see here. I mean, if you're trying to dip buy here, 134.40 has to hold. 135.66 price stop 137.22, and then we bought into pretty big 138.80. If this thing breaks Friday's low 133.74, we could see a nice move down to 132.60. 131.45 is tough, but if broken, that's when we could go test those prior lows at 129. So that'll be super interesting. Another one is Moderna. We saw it kind of go absolutely crazy. The weekly, it is a nasty wick here, but we could see a monster moves. As you can see, prior low at 211.30, and then we kind of ran into this like 218, 219 cluster over here. But what I'm looking for, right? Market can't go straight up, straight down. I'm going to look for a dip buy on this name, possibly 187.75 to like 185.20 area can be a great dip buy opportunity here. I don't really want to look to short this one, just because if I was to short, it'd be Guild. Guild's had this kind of parabolic move here with no real stopping, but we're butting into some major monthly supply, possibly a reversal candle in play here. I'm going to look for that Friday low. And if that Friday low breaks, we're under some wicks. I'd like to see a move down. Like, you get so many wicks on this name. 84.25, 81.80, 80, 79. Not much, actually, but I think I would prefer to short that over Moderna. I'm trying to, get Moderna longs. For me to short Moderna, it needs to be under like 169. Honestly, we created some nice demand here, so I need 169 to think about shorting this. This is more a long thesis on this name for me. Another one, PayPal. Buy now, pay later. My ass, this thing's going to zero. Just for reference here, right? You see this base up here broke out, completely ripped from 42 to 70, no stopping. Last time I saw something like this, it was AMD 58.87 to 73.86. I loved the short. The short played out very, very easily. Now for PayPal, I really hope it's something like this. I want this whole imbalance filled here. I'm playing this prior monthly low at 67.30. There's not much to this one. I don't want to play a bounce. I mean, if we get a bounce, look at 70, or honestly, 71.30 to 71.80 is going to be a good area to look for puts. Like I said, if the Friday low breaks, then just look for that. You want to risk that 67.35, get in early and play the flood. You can do it in another short that looks pretty identical to that PayPal is Roku. Actually, no, that's not it. I'm sorry. I'll forget that. But did have Roku on my watch here. 44.40, under 44.40. Yeah, it does look good for sure, honestly. I know HD was another one that had that like wick out monster move to a nasty, nasty wick. Some daily trend here. I know Rivian looked good. I mean, Tesla, obviously, we know that the ugliness on this thing. Rivian was another one that looked really, really good. We played this a couple times. Under its prior low, its all-time lows wick down at 1896. So this thing can move pretty fast through this area. 25.54 would be a nice retest area. W day looked good for longs. 173.80 needs to get over its prior high, and then our new high that we tried to break out. And this thing can go pretty crazy, honestly. 173.80 holds, bust through 179.70, and if it clears 184, HD W days. ES was another one that I really just want to short this to the dirt. Back down to 86, where multi-time frame here just looks god awful. I want this prior low to break. Prior low to break at that 111.50. I'd love to see this name back down big time. Cat's another one, but yeah, that's really it. I mean, the Nvidia, McDonald's, Apple, Moderna, Roku, PayPal is really what I'm watching. There was one more. I don't remember what it was. I know Array looks good for longs, but it's been having a really hard time breaking out. We've went over this one a bit before. It really just needs to clear 24 like clean, but it could see a nice move up. But I think I'm going to end it there just because I don't want to focus too much. I really think, NVIDIA, McDonald's, Apple, Moderna, Roku, PayPal are good. Microsoft also looks great. Kind of similar to Apple, but I mean, this thing screams 134.50 to me. Gap down, beautiful. Let's get this daily breakdown, and once Microsoft can really clear 240, it's a straight shot 234.50. But all right, guys, that's it. I hope you all have a good night. Let's bank this week.